Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host. This is Alyssa, and a lot of you guys watched my live stream over the last couple of days, and was it the first day or the second time? Like, was it the Facebook live stream or the second one where we had that fight?
The second one.
The second one. Well, we had a little bit of a problem with the Ouija board, as you guys know. The second time, which was the first time on YouTube, and I asked the Ouija board a question. I said to it, what is your name? And the whole time this thing was just playing with us. It wasn't making any sense. It kept saying WC, WC, WC. Whenever we asked it its name, it was making no sense, just random letters. So we tried to humor it a little and you know, try and cooperate with it, and we decided to ask, what's your name? Come on, like, tell us your name. We're cooperating with you. We're just having fun, and we're willing to cooperate if you are. So what's your name? And the first time we did this, which was over on Facebook Live, it still didn't want to cooperate. But the second night was the same exact thing. It kept saying WC, WC, WC. And I was just like, all right, this same thing's come back again. And this second time, we kind of said, look, you've been joking with us for 2 days now. Tell us your real name. Come on. And I said, I promise, because we were asking, are you afraid of the camera? Because we were on the live stream, so it knew that there was people watching. And it actually spelled out camera, because we were like, why won't you tell us your name? It said camera. So we assumed maybe it didn't want to be on camera. So we asked it, like, what did we say after that? I can't remember. We asked it so many questions.
We explained to it that you guys are really nice people, and then we asked it to cooperate with us again.
Yeah, and so we said, okay, well, will you cooperate with us now? And it goes to yes, and we're like, so will you tell us your name? It says yes. Then it says a name that was personal to me, but I made a promise to the thing that we were talking to. I was like, I promise, if you don't want us to say it out loud, we won't. We just want to know your name. So it says this name. We didn't say it out loud on the stream. I know a lot of you guys were a little confused and wanted to know what it said. Well, it said Wayne, W-A-Y-N-E, which is my, sorry about the noise, we're on a main street, which is my dad. And some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know, depending on how long you've been on my channel. A couple of years ago, I talked about this whole situation with my dad. And my dad is not alive. He actually committed suicide when I was about 2.5 years old. So for it to say that kind of got me a little, I mean, I'm not stupid with the Ouija board. I'm not a professional, but I'm not stupid. And I knew not to trust this thing, because I think if it was really who it says it was, if it was really my dad, then it wouldn't be, you know, screwing about the way it was. It would have just tried to talk to me. And it didn't. It was just saying that, and then we were asking it other questions, like, when did you die? And it pretty much, I don't know the exact date, but it got the year right. And then we asked another question, which you don't know the exact year.
Yeah.
You don't know the year.
I wouldn't be able to work it out exactly, like, just then and there.
You knew his name, obviously, because I've told you, but you never knew the year. And then when it came to asking, I said, okay, if you really, I was trying to get some confirmation, like, I wanted to be sure. So I was asking trick questions. And I said, what is your mother's name, which is my grandmother? And she knows the answer to that, but it wouldn't say anything. It was not going to answer that question. So I kind of got angry at that point, the fact that I thought it was her. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I genuinely, I thought maybe she wasn't doing it to be bad. Maybe she could have been doing it to, you know, like, comfort me in a way, or try and, because it wasn't making any sense. And I'll be completely honest with you guys, it was kind of embarrassing. I had all of you guys hyped for this session, and I was thinking to myself, should I just, like, push it around and make up a name? But I didn't do that, of course. I wouldn't do that, especially with this kind of situation. It's something that I don't really talk about to many people at all. And so for it to say that, one, was kind of humiliating, because I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to say. I knew I had, you know, hundreds of people here watching, and I wasn't sure what to say or do. And I kind of got angry. I turned really angry. And at first it wasn't because of that, like me thinking it was her. It was an anger like, I can't explain it. Like I was going, like almost raging. I didn't care about anything. I said to you, I don't care when you said something, remember? Yeah. You were telling me something. Yeah. And I had this feeling of like, I just don't care why you tell. Like really, really rude. I felt rude, really rude. I don't know what it was. It just came over me. And then after, as soon as the live stream ended, we got into a big fight over this. We were fighting, and I was saying like, well, why would you do that? Was that you? Tell me the truth right now. And she started crying in the end because she said it was not her. And after a while, I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I believe you. I believe you because I know what these things do. They manipulate, they lie, they want to tell you things to screw with your head. They want stuff like this to happen. They want people to get angry and fight and be scared and stuff like that and be negative. So we just kind of brushed it off. We ended it there. We watched a comedy movie and went to bed, right?
Yeah.
So the next day, which was last night, a lot of you guys were here for that stream too. We got onto another session, which was on YouTube. This is the third one total, second on YouTube though. And it was a similar experience. This thing came through for a third time. And we knew because it started saying WC, 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 all the same old crap that it was doing in the other two sessions. Really kind of annoying, actually. I was kind of getting like irate and frustrated by it, but it says like keep calm when you're playing this thing because sometimes they will mess with you. So towards the end of the stream, if you guys haven't seen it, it is on YouTube. I published it. You can watch it. Towards the end of the stream, it started saying some personal things about her family. Now this was questions that I didn't know the answer to. I don't know like who her grandmother's brother is and all that kind of stuff. And it went on and it named a whole bunch of names like it knew this stuff. But we said before this time, because the first time we did a session, like it was 2 sessions but in the same live stream. The first time within minutes, within about 20 minutes, it went straight to, what was the questions we asked? We asked like, are you the same thing that was here?
Yeah.
And it said yes.
I think yesterday we might have asked if it was a nice spirit or something.
Yeah, and it said yes.
Yeah, but then it just went crazy.
It went bad, yeah.
It went to, can I say it or do you want to say it?
Well, we asked its name and we were like, come on, you've been screwing about with us for 3 days now. You know us. Let's try and talk. I know, I get it. You're a jokester. You just want to pull pranks on us. You know, trying to be on the same wavelength as this thing. And it goes to Z. Didn't think nothing of it. In fact, you wanna know what I was thinking? You know, because you have a Zoe in your family? Yeah. That's what I was thinking it was gonna say. I don't know why. But then it goes to L, and I was like, alright. I did not see it coming. It spelled out Z-O-Z-O, and it came back to me. Like, I know what that is. I've done videos about that. I just didn't think about it. It was something that I wasn't even thinking about the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I completely actually forgot about that's something you should be careful of when you play with that. Yeah. So we instantly closed that session. The second we started it up again, we talked to you guys, and a lot of you were saying, go for it, but be careful. So we did it again. We said a prayer. What else did we say? Oh yeah, we were like calling out positive spirits only. We welcome no evil in this session. We want positive only. We tried all that stuff, and it started cooperating. And it talked for about maybe 10 minutes or so about her family. She was asking it questions. Apparently it was Vern, or what's his name, Vernon?
Yeah.
Vernon, who is her uncle and her grandfather. Now, I didn't know this. I mean, I've heard about them, but it was like distant family. She was asking questions, a number of kids and stuff. That questions I don't really know. So it wasn't me, and you know that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't you. You got upset. You cried over it. So we were like, okay, maybe this worked. You know, we said a prayer and all this stuff. Maybe we're talking to her uncle. And I still believe, I'm thinking positive here. I'm thinking it was her uncle or her grandfather.
Can I tell them what happened today? About downstairs?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So after that, after it went bad again for like the 3rd time, because like it went bad the first time, it wasn't cooperating, and then the 2nd time, you know, that whole thing happened, and then it did it again. But after that, I was just like, how could it be this thing? Because it knows everything, it knows all the answers, And then I remembered that my dad actually has my uncle's ashes downstairs, but I wasn't sure if he knew where they were. And then all of a sudden, we go downstairs today, and he's just like, oh, look, I found your Uncle Buck's ashes. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you even said in the live stream that his ashes are here in this house.
Yeah.
And then we go down today, after like we slept on it and stuff, and her dad's there playing with the ashes, like saying, I found them, and that was crazy. Now, I still believe, I'm positive, and I still believe that it was her uncle. Especially because this, you know, Zio, it can interrupt conversations. It can be rude and push its way into, you know, when you're having a conversation. It could well be that it was that the whole time, and it knew this stuff about her, and it was pretending to be somebody that it wasn't. But I don't believe that. I think maybe we did get through to him, but I think this thing was strong enough to break into the conversation, because all of a sudden, when we asked, who was it? It was supposed to say Kevin, right?
Yeah.
Kevin. It was supposed to say Kevin. It started
to struggle. Like, it went to the K, and then it went to the E, but then it started to struggle.
Yeah, it said like K-E... N-V-N and all that stuff. And that was weird because it got every other name perfect. And we were talking to it. It named about 5 or 6 different names. And then this last one, it said Kevin, and it spelled it wrong. And it was like doing weird stuff. And then all of a sudden,
it went
straight to Z. Z-O. 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 And it kept doing it. So we closed the session again. And that's pretty much where we ended off. But this is something that I want to warn you guys about, because I know a lot of you guys are paranormal enthusiasts, and I know a lot of you guys play the Ouija board, because you were saying. But be careful, because I forgot about this whole Zio thing. I mean, I've done videos about it, and it was just something like, I knew what I was doing. I knew it was the Ouija board, but I was thinking I was going to talk to the dead, like maybe spirits, possibly an evil thing, but I completely forgot about that one, that specific one. And it scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, you've mentioned it to me before, but like, I don't really pay attention to it. Like, I kind of just brushed it off because I didn't think that it would ever happen to like me or you. So I was just like, it wasn't even in my head at that time. Even when it was going to the Z, I was just like, okay, it's just playing games again. Like, I didn't even think that it'd be that.
Yeah, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this here, because this video is getting pretty long. It's longer than I expected. But I said in the live stream that I'm going to call around, and I'm going to call some people, and I'm going to do that on camera so you guys can see. But I'm going to do like a 2-part of this video. So now you know what happened to us last night and the night before. And the other part of the video is going to be us calling around, because we got some questions to ask. I mean, Google is full of a bunch of different answers. But we really want to talk to a professional about this. I mean, you can go on, you know, Yahoo Answers and read what other people, but they're just like, you don't know who they are. They're just normal people. So we want to speak to somebody over the phone professionally. We're going to talk to them while we're on camera, so you guys can see that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We're going to cut this part here, but stick around for part 2. We're going to do that right now. But thank you guys for watching. At least now you know what's going on. And also in part 2, we're going to talk about some other things that have been a little strange around here lately, since we've, you know, been talking to that thing over the last 3 days now. So, is there anything else we were supposed to remember?
No.
Okay, but thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button down below and come back for part 2. Also, follow me on all my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Links are in the description. You can follow me on all of those. Alyssa has a channel of her own. Links in the description to her channel. And I'll see you guys in the next part. I love you guys.